The lore of every Brawl Stars character. I'm laughing because I missed the cue for the song. Y'all boys don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all are not on stream. Get on stream. Twitch.tv/IsiahCozy. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Welcome. Today we're going to be watching the lore of every Brawl Stars character. If you guys don't know, and if you're new to the channel, or if you're new to me in general, I want to say this real quick. I have a gaming channel, and the reason why I'm reacting to Brawl Stars is because on my gaming channel, I play Brawl Stars. I started playing Brawl Stars a little over a month ago. I played it a couple times, but make sure if you guys want to check out my actual Brawl Stars gaming content, come over to the Twitch or come over to the gaming channel right here. So yeah, let's get it.
Every brawler in Brawl Stars has their own story to tell, from the dark and cryptic origins of Spike to Edgar's tragic backstory, or even the real reason why Colette wears a straitjacket. There is a lot to uncover. Today, I'll dive into the unique lore of every single brawler, combining both established facts with intriguing theories to reveal deeper insights into their stories and motives. Buckle up because things are gonna get creepy. The most fitting place to start is with one of the characters.
I ain't gonna lie, timeout dandy for the rest of the stream. Like timeout for like 3-4 hours. Listen, chat, I have a lot of fun. I like to go back and forth with y'all. I be playing around a lot and we do a lot of things. The one thing that I don't joke around with is the PDF files. I don't joke around with them type of jokes. I don't play that. That's just weird, bro. Like, yeah, time him out for the rest of the stream, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that he know, like, yeah.
Who have been a cornerstone of Brawl Stars from the very beginning. Shelly. Shelly is a tough sharpshooter from the Wild West. She basically serves as a protective figure in the chaotic Brawl Stars universe. She maintains both order and justice, which results in her often clashing with outlaws and mentoring newer brawlers. We saw this mentorship dynamic with Colt in Brawl Stars' first animation, No Time to Explain. Her role as—
Why they got the zombies music? Why they making it so serious? You know what? I'm gonna try not to pause as much. It's a long video.
The main guide in the game's tutorial right when you join highlights her position as a mentor-type figure, introducing brand new players to the mechanics and basics of Brawl Stars. This initial guidance from Shelly not only helps players get started, but also establishes her as a knowledgeable and reliable character within the game. In Shelly's brawler description, it highlights her frustration over Colt's ability to steal the limelight, emphasizing her competitive spirit and desire to be recognized for her own skills and contributions. There might be some unresolved tension between them, which may mean she's a little bit regretful of helping Colt in the first place. Speaking of Colt, he is seen as the star attraction.
So that's it? That's all the lore Shelly gonna get? I hope that they double back. Cause if that's it for Shelly, I ain't gonna lie, she cooks. She's basic. We don't want her. Throw her away.
At Star Park, mainly for his good looks.
Cause you should watch the Star Park video. That's my next Brawl Star video.
Looks and charisma.
Or reaction Brawl Star video.
Which he flaunts to the extent that he may be seen as narcissistic. He was the central figure in the No Time to Explain animation, which elevated his status in the eyes of the other.
You talking crazy, Shelly? Let me tell you something, Gango. There's like 100 brawlers. Once you get your new brawlers, you're finna switch up. So I'm not worried about you. You're not. If you stay loyal to Shelly through your whole time playing this game, I'll be impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be impressed.
Brawlers. That being said, Colt isn't as perfect as he seems. During the 2020 Star Park campaign, we learned that Colt really doesn't know who he is. He might have been brainwashed to forget his past, or struggles.
All right, I'm finna lock in after this. I'm sorry. Yo, Diabetes, you're literally only typing that in chat so that when this drops on YouTube, you're gonna type 3 and be like, haha, Cozy, look. Like, bro, I know you, bro. Stop.
To reconcile his current persona with his past self, finding it difficult to recognize the person he once was in old pictures or videos. Colt and Shelly's official job title within Star Park is Park Ranger, a clever play on the traditional Forest Park Rangers who were known for their distinctive hats. This title is reflected in their attire as seen in the CCTV footage and ties into their environment known as Ranger Ranch. It's widely theorized based on compelling evidence that Colt is actually the son of Belle and Sam, though—
Wait, what? Characters have parents?
Compelling evidence that Colt is actually the son of Belle and Sam.
Belle and Sam. I don't even think I have Belle. I have Sam. I just unlocked Sam. That's crazy.
Though this has neither been confirmed nor—
Don't disrespect Beyonce like that. Are you trying? You know what? I'm gonna start ignoring y'all, bro. I'm not talking to y'all no more. I'm only talking to the people engaged with the video because y'all gonna have me flaming y'all the whole time, bro.
Nor denied, sort of adding to the mystery surrounding his character. However, one thing is for sure, he really wants his mommy. Spike. Where do I begin with this cactus? Spike's backstory is a topic of much speculation, with two main theories circulating. The first theory stems from the Star Park CCTV campaign, where Spike is depicted rising from the dead after exposure to radioactive gems. In a moment of fear,
So he's
Colt
immortal?
fires 2 shots, creating eye-shaped holes. Spike then extracts one of his spikes to carve a smiling mouth. The second theory, which I explored in a previous theory video, suggests that Spike was once part of the Spewed organization, an
What is the speed?
anti-Star Park group. This would explain why Star Corporation, fearing Spike's potential to expose them, silenced him by removing his vocal cords, rendering him unable to speak. Adding to Spike's mysterious nature is his apparent obsession with fire, suggesting a pyromaniac tendency. This is evident in his pyro-spike skin, the end of the CCTV campaign, and some community posts where he is seen stealing marshmallows and roasting them over a burning building. His list of canonical crimes includes destruction of property, theft, assault and battery, and possibly arson. In the
Yo,
final footage
what?
from the CCTV campaign, Spike's soul appears to detach from his physical body, releasing a poisonous green gas that spreads over the ground.
Yo, anybody watching the reaction video on YouTube, let me know if y'all want me to watch the Kairos Star Park theory videos.
Adding another layer of mystery and darkness to his character. Despite Spike's appearance as a cactus, Brawl Stars has shown us that seemingly ordinary objects can harbor surprising identities, leaving open the possibility of deeper layers to Spike's trauma that we have yet to comprehend. Now, on a lighter
That's
note,
crazy.
Barley, initially introduced in the
Wow.
Star Park Investor video, was introduced to us as a robotic bartender by the name of Bartleby. He showcased a darker side where he accidentally poured a toxic drink that dissolved the host's hand,
Oh,
hinting
no.
at potentially hazardous abilities. In the animation Barley's Last Stand, his character exhibits a stark contrast in demeanor,
Yo,
shifting
what?
abruptly from a friendly persona to a short-tempered and volatile attitude. This drastic change suggests a switch-like behavior, where his mood can quickly escalate. Barley's lore portrays him as a complex character, with both dangerous capabilities and unpredictable emotions. Piper maintains a positive and cheerful demeanor, yet she harbors secrets from her past that she prefers not to discuss. What those secrets entail remains unknown at this time, but following the pattern of other characters' backstories, it's likely they are quite dark and mysterious. Despite her pleasant facade, Piper's unusual hobby of cooking explosive bombs in her kitchen suggests a more complex and potentially dangerous side to her
I
character.
already knew that. When I watched these trailers, bro, I was like, what is she doing cooking bombs? She is terrorist.
Byron is flat out confirmed to be a snake oil salesman from his introductory Brawl talk in 2020. In folklore, snake oil salesmen were known for exploiting people's hopes with the promise of miracle cures, which clearly relates back to Byron's deceptive charm and cruel nature.
Yo, chat, make sure I change the title of the stream.
Byron's bandages on his fingers are confirmed to be from snake bites, indicating that he milks the snake venom himself. Furthermore, he is portrayed as a professor in the esports ad campaigns, though speculation lingers about the authenticity of his certifications, fitting his deceitful persona. His character is marked by dark undertones, evident in his menacing lines such as, "Your tears fuel my laughter," "pathetic," and "sign here with your life," showcasing a sadistic enjoyment in others' suffering. Every brawler in Brawl Stars has their own incredible story, and just like they need the right gear to shine on the battlefield, you need the best tools for your gaming experience. That is where Gear Up Booster comes in.
Man, you almost had me, buddy, pal of mine, buddy-o, pal. I'm trying to lock in. You know what? Let's watch the sponsor, bro. We gotta watch sponsor.
Gear Up Booster is the ultimate tool for gamers, especially for titles like Brawl Stars and even Squad Busters. Whether you're on a smartphone or tablet, it is super
Yo,
easy
Squad
to
Buster
use.
dropped that
Just a few
Transformers, the Transformers update. I was gonna play it, but it's a lot of work to get them.
Apps, and you're all set. It optimizes your device's performance, ensuring you get the smoothest gameplay with zero lag. Plus, it keeps your device cool so you can game for hours without any worries. But wait, there's more. Gear Up Booster takes your connection to the next level with adaptive intelligent routing and dual assurance mode. It automatically selects the best route from multiple configured options, ensuring your game is always running on the most stable connection. Gear Up Booster comes with customizable settings.
Are you gonna be playing new PS5 game? Wolverine? Maybe. I gotta play all the Spider-Man games. I gotta play everything, bro. I'm so behind when it comes to gaming. It's gonna be a long gaming career for me, man. I got so many games to beat, bro. I have like a list of 100.
allowing you to tweak
Meanwhile, I'm playing Brawl Stars.
it and
Not a bad thing, I'm just saying.
optimize it according to your gaming needs. It's like having your very own gaming assistant, ensuring everything runs perfectly. Plus, it's designed with an intuitive interface, making it easy for anyone to use. If you're ready to level up your gaming experience, head over to my exclusive link below and download Gear Up Booster now. Trust me, you won't want a game without it. Alright, let's get back into the world of Brawl Stars and dive into the lore of Bo, who is the leader of the Shaman tribe and canonically Leon and Nita's stepdad. Often depicted.
Wait, what? See, y'all distracted me from the reaction, bro. This is why I don't like doing reactions for just Cozy on stream, bro. Y'all just be distracting me the whole time, bro.
Who is the
Alright, Bo is the what? Who he stepped up for?
leader of the Shaman tribe and canonically Leon and Nita's stepdad.
Leon and Nita's stepdad. Wow. So okay, so all the animal head people are all connected. Okay, that's good to know.
Often depicted as a seasoned warrior with strong connections to his environment, Bo resembles a Native American hunter. Despite this, he got all of his equipment from the Star Park gift shop, which hints at ties to the Star Park lore. Interestingly enough, you can hear an advertisement for his mines in an audio clip from the WKBRL stream.
Be explosive. Devastate the terrain. With the new remote control, My Little Mine.
Additionally, Bo's character touches on deeper philosophical themes. His voice line, "There is no death, only a change in worlds," may connect to the game's respawn mechanics and theories surrounding the CCTV campaign. This suggests that Bo possesses a unique understanding of both life and death, adding a mystical element to his persona. The word shaman is directly related to the idea of fortune tellers, which connects him to the mystic trio of Sandy, Tara, and even Jean. Both shamans and fortune tellers
Mystic trio.
trio
Okay, so they're all locked in.
of Sandy, Tara, and even Jean. Both shamans and fortune tellers engage in practices associated with mystical, spiritual, or supernatural elements, which highlights their subtle interrelations. Nita is depicted as a spirited young girl deeply connected to the wildlife of the Rumble Jungle. She has the remarkable ability to summon Bruce, a powerful bear manifested from her necklace, to aid her in battle. This bond with Bruce not only showcases her supernatural abilities, but also underscores her role as the protector of the jungle and its inhabitants. Nita is known for her ferocious nature, never backing down from a fight, no matter what. Her short temper and occasional bratty behavior, as seen in the Barley's Last Stand animation, adds layers to her character's personality. Nita's origins have sparked speculation and theories among fans.
Nita so hard.
Some theories suggest that she could be one of the lost children of Star Park.
What? What does that
alongside
mean?
Jessie, Gus, Bonnie, and Leon, her
Lost children? I gotta watch a Star Park lore, bro. I feel like I did this backwards, but we're already here. Lock in.
biological brother. Nita and Leon were both spotted in the investor video, which fueled the speculation that the two individuals accompanying them on the ride could be their biological parents, who were later kidnapped by Star Park affiliates. However, the true nature of their familial connections remains open to debate within the Brawl Stars community. Leon is portrayed as Nita's biological brother and the stepson of Bo.
I never
Their
knew that.
intertwined storylines
they're
are evident
siblings.
in the CCTV campaign, where they are depicted causing havoc together without direct parental supervision. This could be linked to their speculated status as the lost children of Star Park, following the mysterious disappearance of their parents. Leon appears to seek Nita's approval and attention, a dynamic underscored by his role as the older sibling. His efforts to impress her or showcase his skills are highlighted in voice lines like,
Hey Nita, check me out!
Next up is the Junker Trio,
Wow.
starting with Pam, who was originally known as Mama J. She is Jessie's biological mother and works at the Junker.
Yo, are all of these characters connected? I thought they were all random kids. So they're all connected? Okay.
Pam's lore is intricately tied to the Star Park narrative. There is a prevailing theory that she might be a suspect in orchestrating the WKBRL stream, as her distinctive necklace was spotted on one of the radio monitors during the broadcast. This connection to the Star Park lore extends to Jessie as well. Like her mother, Jessie is exceptionally intelligent and a prodigy in creating mechanisms from junkyard parts. In the Brawl Stars universe, Jessie is portrayed as a young and seemingly innocent brawler, although she possesses considerable talent. Despite her abilities, she is often perceived as merely a child, including by her mother, Pam. Jessie's struggle with being underestimated is a recurring theme. She's portrayed as frustrated by the way other brawlers view her and is determined to prove her worth. This internal conflict is highlighted by...
So, your first time chat, you said, if you read the freaking bio, you would know about them. Who is playing a game and reading the bio of every character? Who? Get your ass up, nerd ass nigga. Oh, I forgot I'm recording for Just Cause. I ain't gonna lie, y'all gonna have to forgive me for that, bro. I did what it is.
By her involvement in various Brawl Stars campaigns, including the Who Stole the Trophy event, where she was seen as an accomplice in stealing the trophy.
Bro, I'm not reading every bio for every character, bro. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'd rather watch a video.
Incident underscores her hidden, more devious side, which she keeps concealed from her mother and the Brawl Stars community.
You said there goes a father. I ain't gonna lie. If you can't joke with me, or if you can't just deal with somebody talking rough to you, or like the way that I talk, because I talk like I'm from the street or something, bro, then this stream is just not gonna work for you long term. It what it is, bro. I just be joking. It's all love, but bro, your first time chatting, you gonna say that to me, bro? You couldn't be like, yo, what's up? I'm new. Hey, by the way, in the description of every character, there's a bio that you could read to know this information if you would like to know more. You see how that just come on, bro.
Additionally,
I'm not tripping.
Jessie's past recordings reveal her attempts to access the WKBRL stream room, suggesting that she might also be a suspect in its setup. As her name suggests, Nanny is, well, a nanny. She is essentially a caretaker for Jessie, even though Jessie has expressed her dissatisfaction with needing constant supervision, asserting that she can just fend for herself. Nanny is a repurposed security droid created with the sole purpose of watching over Jessie.
Interesting.
Like Pam and Jessie, Nanny also wears the distinctive necklace, though this time it's on her wrist. This symbolic item was spotted on one of the monitors during the WKBRL stream, hinting at potential connections between Nanny, or more fittingly, the entire Junker trio, and the mysterious events surrounding Star Park. Daryl, Penny, and Tick all form a trio known as the Pirates. Daryl is...
Of course they're pirates. Look, I knew Penny was a dirty, stinking pirate. The whole time I'm using her, I'm like, what is this swashbuckling female doing? What is she... How is she missing all her shots? Why is her turret so slow? She a pirate. It makes sense. Daryl being a pirate also makes sense. I hate the way he play. Speaking of which, Cozy, you forgot to press record. I didn't. It's recording. And Belzebo, by the way, I don't know how to say your name, but bro, I was just joking, bro. It's not that deep.
Is the
it's just content, bro. Everything for content.
captain, sworn in by himself. Despite his intimidating appearance and powerful dual shotguns, Daryl is surprisingly lazy and often depicted as sleepy. Daryl's design includes a patch with a symbol that hints at a connection or friendship with Sandy, the mystical brawler who controls sleep and dreams. This subtle detail suggests that Daryl and Sandy share some sort of bond or connection.
You talking about the brawler that whooped me literally 30 minutes ago while I was using Sandy? He wouldn't do me like that if he was my man.
On the other hand, Daryl's lore implies a rivalry with Crow, one of the more sinister brawlers. The dagger lodged in Daryl's back is a telling symbol of this hostility, hinting at past conflicts or betrayals. Penny is the crazy sidekick that likes destruction and causing destruction,
makes sense,
and ignoring any and all rules.
Yeah.
She's also best friends with Jessie, which was
sense.
a relationship present in multiple community posts. Unlike Jessie, Penny is not a child and just appears younger than she really is.
Okay. So everybody that was telling me, Penny's a kid! That's a kid! Bro, what are we talking about? So every single, there's literally almost hundreds of comments of people being like, yo, Cozy, chill, bro. Penny's a kid, bro. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? She a kid, but not a baby? I told you. I already knew that. I love Penny. I'm going to just stop. I'm not going to flirt with no Brawl Star characters, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It was just a joke, but I don't want nobody to be weird about it.
And Tick, he is, well, their trusty robot sidekick. As stated in his Brawler description, he acts more like a pet to Penny and only really knows how to blow things up. Mortis is one of the most mysterious brawlers in the game. Confirmed to be a vampire and a mortician, for some reason he also has an implied romantic connection with Willow. He is also
I like Mortis hard, bro. That boy is a director. He's a lot of things. He's a motion maker. Yeah, I like Mortis. I like Mortis. Appreciate the follow, Gigi.
Confirmed to be Ems's uncle, though the identity of Ems's father remains a mystery. Many have theorized that Frank might be her father since Mortis was roommates with Frank, but nothing has been officially confirmed. Mortis is frenemies with Dynamite and seems to hold a grudge against Colt. This was depicted in the No Time to Explain animation, where Mortis is seen digging a grave, presumably for Colt. The intricacies of the relationship remain unclear at this time. For those unfamiliar with the terms, a mortician is someone who prepares bodies after death. Mortis seemingly owns his own mortuary, which is the environment present within the game. That being said, his description clearly states that nobody is dying at Star Park, which might be a cover-up for Star Corporation's more sinister motives. As I have theorized in the past, perhaps nobody truly dies in Star Park due to the concept of respawn within the game, but that doesn't mean there isn't something darker at play behind the scenes. If it wasn't obvious enough, Frank was inspired by the name Frankenstein, and as previously mentioned, was Mortis's roommate. In his Brawler description, it is made clear to us that he helps out at the mortuary, presumably assisting Mortis. This is intriguing because Mortis's description states that nobody dies in Star Park. So if Frank is helping at the mortuary, it may hint at more sinister actions in play. Frank is also a DJ, and despite his tough appearance, is actually quite soft-hearted. Canonically, he works as a
Frank being a DJ is a joke, bro. That's not real. I don't believe that still.
Security guard, a fact often forgotten but confirmed
He's also
in
a
the
serial
Brawloween and Grom Brawl Talk animations, solidifying this aspect of his lore. Frank's character draws heavily
don't
from
show
the
me that.
folklore of Frankenstein's monster, who is known for his imposing presence, yet
Fat forehead
struggled to
freak.
communicate, often mumbling or being unable to speak. Similarly, Frank can barely utter a word, which kind of reinforces this inspiration.
Oh, that's why he wear
In Brawl
headphones.
Stars,
Okay.
Ems is depicted as a zombie. She has the characteristic look of a zombie with her pale skin, stitches, and an outfit that resembles a trendy undead fashionista. She is also confirmed to be assisting Mortis in the mortuary, but doesn't contribute much. Her name, Ems, is actually an acronym, standing for Emo Mummy Zombie, which encapsulates her unique style and character. Emo refers to her emotional and somewhat rebellious personality, often reflected in her fashion
She like she about 30 though. Do zombies really even have an age though? She probably like 400.
and attitude. Mummy hints at her wrapped appearance, reminiscent of ancient mummies, while zombie indicates her undead nature. Mortis being Ems's uncle establishes her as Mortis's niece, which adds an interesting family-related connection to the game. She aspires to be a social media star and has a crush on Poco, which was hinted at by their shared undead nature and a picture
this lore get crazier and crazier, bro.
of him on her phone. Mortis, Frank, and Ems all make up the undead trio in Brawl Stars. However, I do believe there are other brawlers out there that kind of fit in this theme, but might not flat out be members of the group. Dynamite is an old miner and prospector who has developed an obsession with explosives. He uses a canary to detect toxic gas, a genuine historical practice where miners employed canaries as early warning systems for dangerous gases like carbon monoxide. In one of his old descriptions, it states that he was lost down a mine for many years, though now that it's been completely stricken from the record, it's unclear whether this is fact or fiction, along with the rest of the Brawler summaries. The evolving nature of Brawler descriptions in Brawl Stars adds to this uncertainty, with many characters having different backstories and abilities during the beta phase from what they do now.
Safe like repair.
Perfect.
An ad? This can't be real life.
Every brawler
Can't be real life. Can't be real life. They try to throw an ad at me. Are we serious? Are we serious?
to this uncertainty, with many characters having different backstories and abilities during the beta phase from what they do now. In the CCTV campaign, Dynamite was among the first to be exposed to the gems, which sparked his fascination with them. He also showcased the concept of respawn after being blasted by
No ad blocker is crazy. Yo, chat, y'all think y'all so smart. This is what I be talking about with y'all, bro. No ad blocker, bro. I literally have ad blocker right here. But it's disabled because if you know, YouTube is, they're putting out new programs and new things to stop people from actually using ad blocker. So I have YouTube Premium anyways. It don't matter. I just had to switch accounts. Bunch of geniuses, you lot. Bunch of geniuses.
Shelly and emerging unharmed, likely due to his exposure to the gems. His full name might be Dynamichael, as suggested by an official Brawl Stars post featuring Mortis. However, this could either be a playful nod to a meme, or a deeper element in Dynamite's lore. Jackie is known for her foul-mouthed, rude demeanor and her dislike of Carl,
Wait,
who
what?
she finds annoying. Something that many of us might agree with. I mean, come on, Carl sucks. Luckily,
I don't even know
much
what
of
that
her
is.
colorful language is drowned out by the loud sound of her. He also showcased the concept of respawn after being blasted by Shelly. Might agree with. I mean, come on, Carl sucks. Luckily, much of her colorful language is drowned out by the loud sound of her jackhammer, which is very much intentional. As seen in the investor video, she is shown drilling away in the mines. Her unhinged and rude behavior is evident from various timecode clips in the CCTV campaign, including a moment where she laughs at someone in distress, which further highlights her toxic nature. Carl is a nerd. Carl's lore reveals that he is...
Yeah, chat, this is like y'all description right here, bro. Hold on, go back. Just imagine he talk about y'all, though.
in distress, which further highlights her toxic nature. Carl is a nerd. Carl's lore reveals that he has a strong dislike for Jackie, whom he finds loud and obnoxious. As a geologist and mining robot, Carl shares Dynamite's obsession with gems, though his own interest in them is probably more for educational reasons than an actual unhinged addiction like Dynamite. Despite not appearing in the CCTV campaign or showing any direct effects from the gems, Carl's Brawler description indicates a deep fascination with their impact. This has led to speculation that Dynamite might have exposed him to the gems, though this remains a theory. Bull's lore is deeply connected to the
gems
Star Park
do? They give you power,
CCTV
right?
campaign, hinting at his origins being tied to the park's mysterious events. Originally, Bull was seen running a diner with a carefree attitude. However, his exposure to the gems appears to have had a profound and rather corrupting effect on him. His Brawler description notes that Bull isn't as carefree as he once was in his youth, which likely refers to his time as the diner's bartender. Since coming into contact with the gems, Bull's entire demeanor has shifted drastically. Known for his toughness, Bull's character was inspired by the concept of, you guessed it, a bull, which is further exemplified by his voice line like bulldozer. The lore surrounding BB is quite straightforward. She is known as a tough brawler, but her brawler description reveals that she is secretly a nerd, hiding this aspect of her personality behind her tough exterior and demeanor. An interesting detail is that her bat's expression changes from angry to content, aligning with BB's own mood in her animations.
Nah, that's actually kind of cool.
When BB is mad, her bat looks fierce, and when she's calm, it also appears more calm. Similarly, this emotional expressiveness is reminiscent of
I've never seen her before. I don't see anybody use it.
Displays facial reactions. This detail, while subtle, suggests that these items might not just be inanimate objects, but rather possess a deeper, more sentient quality. Crow's lore is actually quite intriguing. He started out as an ordinary crow, but the gems transformed him into his current anthropomorphic form. A transformation that was captured in the CCTV footage. His jacket, acquired through theft, hints at a backstory beyond his present persona. The symbol on the jacket might reference past lore involving Kit, or could be a result of retconning. Notably, the jacket's symbol closely resembles Kit's Billy the Kid skin, with the crossed out eye matching Kit's eye patch, possibly indicating a past conflict or connection between them.
Imagine taking your op eye and putting it in the back of your jacket as a design. Yo, that's...
The investor video features Crow alongside two other birds resembling Bo and Mr. P, although this connection might also be subject to change.
Crazy.
Despite being part of the Retropolis trio, Crow remains highly secretive and tends to keep to himself. El Primo is a Mexican wrestler who performs at the bandstand.
So he is Mexican.
Poco's bandstand to be exact. For the most part, he keeps his identity well hidden. However, we did almost get a face reveal in the Mystery at the Hub animation, where an individual with a pixelated brownish head and a brown mustache is the closest we've ever come to discovering his true identity. Poco is a mariachi musician with an intense passion for music.
You know, El Primo really just Rey Mysterio on steroids.
Although his playing is so bad that it physically hurts those who hear it. His origins trace back to the CCTV campaign, where we saw Leon drop gems on the ground. At that time, Poco was just a regular music performer at the park. However, after briefly looking at the gem, he became fascinated with it. So fascinated that he couldn't take his eyes off of it. This seemingly caused his skin to begin melting, transforming him into the mariachi we know today.
Wow.
Amber is the fire entertainer at Poco's bandstand. Both clumsy and overconfident, she has
I don't
the
see
tendency
much
to burn
Amber
everything
players.
she touches.
Is she
including
the worst
herself.
legendary
Hints of her
character?
existence trace back to the WKBRL stream, where the sound of fire was heard just before her release in October of 2020.
We already told you, this is normal.
8-Bit's backstory is one of the creepiest in the entire
8-Bit,
game.
the GOAT.
Canonically, he is a patient in a mental asylum. Patient
Wait,
number
what?
8, as referenced in WKBRL audio, and supported by developer tweets, calling him a nutcase
Wait.
and unhinged.
My baby 8-Bit is a madman? Made me like him more.
Question numéro 8. Deux points. Sujet à des délires mégalomaniaques. Point.
He played a significant role in the lore throughout 2020, notably through the Project Laser minigame, which became accessible by clicking on him 8 times. This minigame transported players into 8-Bit's internal memory files, revealing both disturbing and cryptic details about his past and future. The game provided further context on who 8-Bit truly is, the trauma he endured, and how he came to be today. Upon completing the minigame, players were informed that delving into 8-Bit's core memories resulted in his destruction, but paradoxically, his liberation. This hinted at the idea that 8-Bit was under the control of another power. Now, fast forward to 2023, the CCTV campaign provided more potential context about this mysterious power. In the footage dated 24/11/95, 12/02/25, we witnessed Dynamite placing gems on top of 8-Bit, seemingly awakening his true form. The gems, which appeared to
So Dynamite is the one who really started everything if you think about it. That's tough.
free him, could signify 8-Bit coming under the influence of a new, highly radioactive power. In this recording, 8-Bit was missing one of his game controls, the Player 1 controller, which is also missing in-game and mentioned in his Brawler description. This missing Player 1 could symbolize us, the players. One of 8-Bit's voice lines,
Copy, Dom, copy.
Player 1 get ready, directly addresses us, implying that we are Player 1 and we are in control of him. Even with all of this information, the depths of 8-Bit's trauma remain unknown, but rest assured, his story continues to unfold. Although Brock is part of the same trio as 8-Bit, his lore is relatively minimal compared to the deep and intricate story of 8-Bit. From his description,
He just a regular hood dude. Yeah, look, he on the couch.
we know that Brock is a video game enthusiast and secretly introverted, despite his outgoing and flashy persona in-game. He is known for his love of pyrotechnics, often launching rockets with explosive results. Brock's passion for video games connects him to 8-Bit, but beyond his interests and personality, not much more is revealed about his backstory. Rico is a character shrouded in sort of
Cozy,
a
you kinda
playful
like
mystery.
Brock? Okay,
Originally a
bro.
pool bot by the name of Ricochet, he later transformed into a gumball machine that somehow came to life. Most likely from exposure to the
That boy
gems,
Rico.
as that seems to be the main cause of many transformations within the game. Rico often tries to mimic the boss bot, which is why he describes himself as a, in quotations, totally real space bounty hunter. His quirky and eccentric nature is complemented by his fascination with Piper, hinting at a possible relationship between the two. Several instances, such as the Sugar and Spice animation, show Piper reciprocating his affection, highlighting the chemistry between the two.
So she won't basically get piped out by a robot? Are we serious? She has an infatuation with a robot?
Griff is definitely a human, as evidenced by the glove on his left hand with one of the fingers ripped, revealing a human finger. He also wears a cash register on his head, though it's unclear whether or not he chooses to wear it willingly, or if it's more permanently attached. He is characterized by extreme greed and stinginess, always striving to appear
That's
rich and
Mr. Krabs,
successful,
bro.
despite only owning one business, the failing Star Park gift shop. Griff emphasizes the idea of cash-only transactions to avoid bank traceability, and as his description states, he is never around when the bank calls, likely due to massive debt from his failing business or bills he's been avoiding entirely. This suggests that the bank is after him for certain actions he's committed. Griff is obsessed with money and embodies the sin of greed all too well. In a nutshell, Colette is crazy. She has an almost ghostly appearance with a pale complexion reminiscent of Gus, who is highly speculated to be a ghost. Colette wears a straitjacket due to her severe OCD
Wait,
and is
what?
obsessively fixated on all the brawlers in the game,
Are we
to
serious?
the point of madness and losing touch with reality.
That's
Her
how I'm
sole
feeling.
purpose seems to
Every
be
time I get on the game with y'all boys.
collecting items or objects relating to every brawler in the game for her scrapbook. It's possible that she harmed someone in the past.
I can fix
possibly
her.
a brawler that she was obsessed with, leading to her being confined.
She
in a
want me. That's my
straitjacket.
girl. Yeah, y'all are
Edgar
wild,
has a
yo.
known crush on Ems, as seen in a past Brawl Stars post where he was making a heart with his scarf. Canonically speaking, he has a mother figure in his life who believes he's just going through a phase, though her identity remains a mystery. Edgar's backstory hints at further trauma that has left him with a darkness that will never
Yo, I used Edgar. Everybody on YouTube was like, yo, don't use Edgar. Don't use Edgar. Edgar's terrible. Yo, everybody, yo, the people hate Edgar.
leave his soul. In another Brawl Stars post, an X-ray revealed that Edgar's
that's a
scarf
wild
is more
pose.
than just an accessory. It consists of 2 additional limbs. This could explain why he warns others not to touch the scarf.
You say he look like
as it
Dominic
is
Mysterio. That's
intrinsically
crazy.
connected to him. Tara is confirmed to be Sandy's sister, and her character draws inspiration from tarot cards, which are often associated with fortune tellers or shamans. This connection hints at a possible link to the shaman trio, as mentioned earlier. Tara's lore is deeply intertwined with some of the theories surrounding Star Park. Her third eye is a literal representation of the metaphorical concept of heightened awareness, an ability to perceive things beyond ordinary sight, often associated with spiritual insight. This suggests
Or
that Tara has
schizophrenia.
access to deeper mystical knowledge within the game's universe. The shades in her kit, typically seen as souls of the dead in various mythologies, further emphasize her connection to the spiritual realm. These shades could represent the remnants of lost souls within Star Park, trapped for eternity. Additionally, Tara's ability to create black holes is significant because black holes are often linked to time travel in theories relating to Star Park. This suggests that Tara's powers might influence the fabric of space and time, tying her abilities to the park's hidden themes. This aspect of her character makes her central to the deeper mysteries of Star Park, hinting at her potential role in the manipulation of time.
Interesting.
Sandy is inspired by the Sandman, a mythical figure linked to the concept of sleep and dreams. He is technically narcoleptic, which aligns with his dreamlike and drowsy persona in the game. Tara and Sandy are in a way opposites. Tara embodies the idea of having your third eye open, symbolizing awareness and insight, while Sandy represents closing your eyes and retreating into sleep and dreams. The significance of this contrast lies in their roles as siblings within the Mystic Trio. The opposing themes symbolize the balance between consciousness and unconsciousness, awareness and dreams. While Tara seeks to reveal hidden truths, Sandy's influence draws one into the mysterious, dreamlike state of the unknown. Jean's Brawler description
it? I
states
thought
that
I
most
thought you had
people
more.
see him as yet another mascot of Star Park.
Wait, this is a character? Gene? I've never seen this character before. There's no way that's a character. That's a character?
His silly appearance is in stark contrast to his lore, in which he exhibits characteristics of dissociative
I've never
identity
seen
disorder.
him.
The term dissociate means to separate or disconnect, which aligns with the nature of this disorder, where individuals experience multiple
Jake
distinct
Ian.
personalities known as alters. Each alter may have different behaviors, memories, thought patterns, or expressions, which might explain why Gene talks gibberish. It could possibly reflect one of his distinctive personalities. His Brawler description notes that his personality is split between his body and his teapot, which further proves this theory. The trio of Tara, Sandy, and Jean draws heavily from astrology
use him?
and mysticism. Jean is symbolically linked to the moon, while Sandy and Tara are associated with the stars. Surge's face features the signature stylized outlet seen on both 8-Bit and his own back, which is why he is called a Surge Protector, a title that serves as both a clever pun and a fitting description. He is likely a drink vending machine brought to life, though he resembles more of a toaster. In the Summer of Monsters animation, Surge is depicted as very massive, yet he appears quite small in the game. This could be due to his upgrading abilities. His voice line suggests that the more Surge upgrades, the stronger and larger he becomes. This implies that while Surge is intended to be portrayed as much bigger in the lore, his in-game size may...
Am I gonna get Kenji? I mean, I've been playing pretty much free to play. The only thing I've paid is the battle pass. I don't know if I'm gonna buy the new character that come out. We'll see.
not fully reflect this. That or the puzzle pieces might not fit together as intended. Max is one of the few brawlers who doesn't derive her power from the gems, but rather from her energy drinks, which are likely radioactive. It's worth noting that she does have a heart monitor, suggesting that she may have heart problems due to excessive consumption of these drinks. Meg is the true behind-the-scenes worker for the superhero trio, responsible for repairing all the vending machines around Star Park. Although she appears quite young, she is actually in her early 20s. This was confirmed
Okay, that's my new girlfriend.
to us by Paul, who was a former Brawl Stars designer. Meg desires to be a hero's sidekick, but Max won't let her join in on the action. To be honest, this creates a bit of confusion because, as Brawl Talk suggested, she wants to get involved in the battles, while her current description portrays her as content working behind the scenes. The latest update seems to align her more with the girl in the chair trope, focusing on her support role rather than direct combat. Despite his appearance, Mr. P is not a penguin, as shown by the zipper and the tape holding his suit closed. This confirms that he is human, making his gibberish voice seem sort of out of character. However, he might be doing this purposely to hide his true identity. Mr. P is known for relentlessly bossing around his employees at the Snowtel he manages. His real name, Corbin Pelteau, was revealed on a Snowtel welcome card received by Lex.
I know everybody named Corbin like, what you mean, ew? My fault, bro. Chill.
Was signed by the manager. Strict and widely disliked, Mr. P might even have a darker side. The penguin plushie on the StarPark.biz website has a caption reading "bird not clean," likely referring to what it represents rather than its physical state. Gale is far too old for his line of work and should have been replaced by a robot long ago, yet it's unclear why Mr. P keeps him around. He uses his snowblower to clean around the Snowtel, showing such dedication that he continues working even when guests are present. An individual resembling Gale appears in the investigator, seemingly urging viewers to stay away and leave when the video is reversed. Even though he appears to be welcoming us when the video is played forward, his facial expressions definitely suggest otherwise. During the peak of the lore in 2020, many theories propose that Gale was the monologuer on the WKBRL stream, a topic that is still debated to this day. Some speculate that it might be Dynamite, or even someone unrelated to any brawler in the game. As of now, no theory has been definitively debunked. Lou is a shaved ice machine brought to life, who works at the Snowtel alongside Gale and Mr. P. His main task is to sell snow cones, but as his brawler description humorously notes, he hasn't managed to sell
I don't think I've seen
any.
a Lou player.
However, this strangely seems to be contradicted in the beginning of RT's introductory animation, where we see him hand Jesse a snow cone. Being stationed at the Snowtel on a cold, snowy mountain peak isn't the ideal location for selling icy treats. It's also worth noting that he may have some sort of rivalry with Amber, though it's more likely she's just simply banned from the Snowtel for obvious reasons.
Fuego!
Stu is the adoptive father of Janet and Bonnie, as
My boy Stu adopted human kids. Are we serious? We're letting this happen?
well as a band member alongside Poco and Buzz. Originally a crash test robot used to test attractions in Star Park, Stu has had a long history as a stunt performer, as confirmed by his brawler description. People really enjoy watching him crash, most likely because his crashes are designed to be entertaining and over the top. His antics are exaggerated for maximum comedic and dramatic effect, making his failures amusing rather than harmful. Janet, the adopted daughter of Stu, is widely believed to be a teenager, though her exact age hasn't been officially confirmed. She seems to be part of some sort of rival band, the Good Randoms, against Melodies, and consistently comes to her sister's rescue when she gets into trouble. Janet also performs at the stunt show, most likely showcasing her talents as a singer on stage. Bonnie is the other adopted daughter of Stu, which naturally involves her with the stunt show environment at Star Park.
Why is everybody sipping over Janet, bro?
Her character is inspired by Bonnie of the infamous criminal duo Bonnie and Clyde, who were known for their notorious crime spree during the early 1930s. Bonnie is considered one of the lost children at Star Park, alongside Gus, Jesse, Nita, and Leon, and her adoption by a robot like Stu further supports this theory. It's worth mentioning that during Stu's fireworks show at Star Park, both Bonnie and Janet were present as entertainers, so when a certain dragon interrupted and wreaked havoc on the show, all three were witness to the chaos. More on that later. Lola, a close friend of Buster and Fang, balances...
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really seen them characters, so I don't have much to say. People on YouTube, y'all probably like, Cozy, you're not saying nothing, but I don't really got nothing to say about them, at least. I mean, chat do, clearly.
Roles as both a tour guide and a film star within Brawlywood. Known for her egotistical nature, Lola ensures that everyone knows when she enters a room, whether they want to or not.
Lola evil.
Her Brawler description
I could definitely
emphasizes
fix
this
her.
by stating that she always makes a scene to get what she wants and takes pride in her dramatic antics. Gray is a blend of a mime and an old film actor, though he occasionally slips up by making gun sounds, showing that he doesn't
she's the
always
flying
stick
one?
to his
Okay.
mime persona. His old
I've seen this
description
one. I've
uses
seen this. This is
term
the guy who can teleport, ain't it?
orthochromatic, meaning sensitive to all visible light except red, which is kind of intriguing because the color scheme of a mythic brawler is red. By adopting the tropes of a character from an old silent film, Gray implies that he secretly wants to be the star of the show. However, Lola is too self-centered to ever let that happen. Miko has an unstable personality and is quite arrogant.
So this is the monkey I always be
often acting
seeing.
like he's a celebrity and claiming to know famous celebrities, but to be honest, he doesn't. I mean, come on, he's a monkey. He believes he's the biggest director and actor in the movie industry.
Here come Cozy, bro.
Reality, he operates the boom mic behind the scenes in Brawlywood's.
Now everybody want to chat. Here go Cozy. Cozy, that gotta be you. Cozy Brawler, is that you? Oh, that must be you. Oh, crazy monkey. Bro, y'all wasn't even typing. Everybody was sitting back, chilling. Now everybody want to type, bro.
Productions. Rosa is a boxer turned botanist who survived in the jungle by punching plants in the face. That being said, she remains ready to fight any one of her
Yo, y'all are annoying, bro. Like, what you mean Cozy cameo, Cozy collabed?
specimens that get out of hand. She's proficient in her line of work.
And the crazy part is I know half of chat not even black. So what y'all want to do, bro?
And also happens to be gym buddies with El Primo.
Oh, she's gym buddies? No wonder Rosa built big. Big back.
Okay. And Rosa's assistant. Even though her name is Bee, her bees are not real bees. They are actually bee drones. Sprout appears to be a cute gardening robot assisting Rosa and Bee around the biodome. However, in reality,
Shout out
it's
my baby
actually
Bee.
a piece of walking lab equipment designed to spread seeds while doubling as an incubator for a mysterious seed, one that seems to power Sprout. If it wasn't already clear, Sprout was inspired by the renowned character Wall-E, as well as R2-D2. Belle is the leader of the Gold Arm Gang, a group of Wild West-style bandits named after her golden robotic arm. She is known for robbing banks and causing chaos, making everyone too focused on fighting each other to notice her or her gang riding away with the goods. Canonically, she is married to Sam, and is heavily rumored to be related to Colt in some form, though nothing has been officially confirmed. Belle's character...
Didn't he casually say that was Colt Mama like 30 minutes ago? Now he don't, it's not officially confirmed? Type, okay.
Was inspired by the notorious American outlaw, Belle Starr, for obvious reasons. Her updated Brawler description reveals that Belle is trying to uncover the truth behind Star Park and take them down.
W.
The reason for this remains unclear, but many have theorized that she may be connected to Spewed, the Star Park Union of Distressed Employees, a union dedicated to exposing Star Corporation's heinous actions. Sam is the husband of Belle and her trusted sidekick. As her loyal companion, he dedicates his actions to supporting her criminal endeavors. In the patch notes for his update, it was revealed that his name was initially intended to be Bronson, but it was later changed back to just Sam. Like Belle, Sam has a real-life counterpart, Sam Star, who is associated with various criminal activities and the infamous Star family gang, mirroring the Gold Arm gang in Brawl Stars.
Cozy,
Sam
what
harbors
do you mean?
a
He said it was a theory? Oh, you're right. I gotta listen better. Okay, Tyson. Okay, chat. See, I like you. I like you. I like you a lot.
Strong hatred for robots, though the reasons are still debated. Pearl is a cookie-baking robot who eventually joined forces with Belle and Sam. Even though Belle and Sam have clear inspirations from real-life outlaws, Pearl's character origins are less defined. Historically, there
If y'all boys don't know, we got a sponsorship, Monopoly. Come to the Twitch chat, type in !point Monopoly Go. If we max this out, I will be giving $150 away to chat.
was a figure named Pearl Star, the daughter of Belle Star, but not related to Sam Star. Given that Pearl is a robot
Cozy need a haircut? I need a haircut bad. I ain't got a haircut in like 2-3 months. But it is what it is, bro. Cozy get the job done regardless.
in Brawl Stars, it seems they may be omitting or reinterpreting this aspect of her real-life counterpart's lore. Ruffs appears to have been stripped of his title for reasons unknown. Initially referred to as the Colonel.
Word to everything I love. I have never seen a rough player a day in my life. This is a real character? This is not no real character, bro. 2-3 months is bad? Yeah, for me. I have a beard and a fucking fro. Oh my god, I cursed again.
Of the Star Force spaceship and known as a master strategist, it seems that both aspects of his character remain true. For simplicity, his name was shortened from Colonel Ruffs to just Ruffs. He first appeared in the original concept design for Brawl Stars, known as Project Laser, and was spotted again in the Project Laser minigame from 2020, before finally being added to the game in 2021. Despite some changes in appearance, his character for the most part remained consistent. His addition to the game years after his initial design surprised many players and has opened the door for future brawlers being based off past concept designs. Additionally, it's also worth noting that he is technically the father of Squeak.
Wait,
so
what?
there's that.
He's the father of a water blob? How?
Squeak is literal dog drool, originating from the drool that accumulated on Ruff's dog toys. This implies that Squeak might be a single-celled organism, because he emerged from a simple biological substance rather than being a complex multicellular being. In his animation, he appears to mimic some of Ruff's actions, such as the salute, which could suggest that he looks up to Ruffs or sees him as a role model. A pin on Squeak's vest bears a close resemblance to the early concept art for Kit, who was prominently featured in that update. At that time, many believed Kit would never make it into the game and was just a running gag. Eve is an alien flea with a strong instinct to protect her offspring and find.
Wait, is this the character that blows the bubble? Nah, that's not this character. Who is Eve?
Them a safe home. A previous animation gave us more insight into Eve's intentions, showing her goal is to infest Ruffs, and her updated description kind of reinforces this. This scenario could simply reflect the common trope of fleas infesting pets, given that Ruffs is
that's the character that I seen in a boat. Oh, she a cheater. Yeah, she cheat. Like, why can she go on water?
a dog, and Eve is an alien flea. However, there could be a darker motive behind her actions since she is an alien, leaving some mystery about her true intentions. Maisie plays the role of a big sister to Buster.
I've never seen this girl before.
And Fang, a position she takes on as part of her job as a safety coordinator, and her prosthetic arm seems to help with that, acting as a fire extinguisher whenever needed. She pretends to hate danger, but secretly loves the thrill. It's implied that she lost her arm in some sort of fire-related accident. Her hair, resembling popcorn, reinforces her connection to the Star Park cinema. We don't know much about Fang beyond his possible crush on Shelly and his obsession with Kung Fu.
Hear me out. She's fine. Woo-wee. She can get it. She bad. Are we serious, bro? I love her. Okay.
He works with Buster and Maisie at the theater and dreams of becoming a martial arts actor.
Okay, bro.
Buster, who is best friends with Fang, operates the projector at the Star Park cinema
Shout out, Fang.
and dreams of becoming an action movie star. While Fang aims to become a martial arts actor, Buster's ambition is more focused on the action genre. Ash works as a janitor at Star Park, responsible for keeping the area clean. His grumpy demeanor is explained by his role, which involves climbing into trash cans, which is a detail confirming his human status. The armor he wears helps protect him from the shards of broken glass and rat bites. Despite that, he seems to hold a deep admiration for the robotic version of the pests. In addition, Ash is a caricature of Paul, a former Brawl Stars designer, and has Scottish roots. The back of Ash features Paul's signature icon, serving as a final tribute since Ash was the last brawler Paul designed.
Wow, where you got
Grom,
fired?
a former teacher turned security guard, is of Russian descent.
Shout out
and
Grom.
has a
Grom is
noticeable
tough.
scar on his eye. likely a result of his encounters with children, whom he fears. This fear may stem from a
fear
darker
kids?
backstory involving themes of PTSD and other mental health issues. There's a theory suggesting that the voice on Grom's walkie-talkie belongs to RT, as indicated by a line from RT's voice lines, "Fight back." This
Wow.
theory gains traction considering that Grom, as a security guard, would likely be in contact with RT, who monitors all activities within Star Park. Otis is likely some sort of squid-like creature, which could explain his use of gibberish in communication. Unlike Mr. P, who is human, it makes some sense.
Wait, Otis don't got
That being said, he is also a street artist, so
no
there's that.
hands? And how are they breathing
As Drew
underwater?
mentioned
Wait,
in Brawl
what?
Talk, Clancy is not an actual lobster, even though he believes he is. Delusion seems so common in brawlers these days that it's easier not to question it. In all seriousness, he appears to be a human in a suit, one that is desperate for a shrimp's approval. So much so that it's his dream to become fully transformed into a lobster. Why? I have no idea. But all we can assume at this time is that he's willing
so
to do
Mo is Grom. I mean, Grom is Mo Dad.
anything to make that
How'd that
dream
work?
a reality. Rumor has it, Clancy's obsession runs so deep that he's been seen lurking in the sewers.
Oh, somebody did the sponsorship. Oh, you're a W, bro. You're amazing. I love you.
Muttering to himself in a strange, rather unsettling tone, using words that would make anyone question his sanity. His constant insistence that he is a lobster seems like an effort to make the delusion more real and convince himself. The bizarre reality of his obsession was further highlighted when he was caught in the ocean,
Shout out, hello, I'm a pen.
clinging desperately to a shrimp as if its presence could somehow validate his transformation or remind him of the crustacean life he so desperately desires.
It's a weird obsession.
Hank is the leader of a fake crustacean military, with Otis and Clancy being
Oh
his
no,
loyal
Hank, the one that blew the bubble.
comrades. He harbors a grudge against kitchens and markets, which was a detail highlighted in the No Time to Explain
No links in
podcast,
chat.
where it was revealed to us that his so-called battles were actually escapes from Star Park's kitchen. No matter what, one thing we can be sure of about Hank is that he is and always will
Everybody join the Discord. Discord.eg/COG.
be prawn ready. Mandy manages the candy store in the Candyland
Mandy!
sector of Star
Okay,
Park.
so she just a
While
store
she
manager?
pretends to be nice,
W.
she's always cranky when no one is watching.
Wow.
Her candy is extremely toxic and not meant for consumption by
Wow.
anyone.
Wow,
As
and she
certain
still
image
sell it?
posts on the StarPark.biz
Nah, she
website
grimy.
highlight their inedibility, such as the bubblegum or gumballs. It's also worth noting that Piper's bullets can be seen in Mandy's default animation, implying some sort of rivalry between them. This rivalry could stem from several reasons. Mandy overtook Piper as the sniper with the longest range in the game, the fact that Mandy is considered royalty, while Piper is implied to be a retired assassin, and lastly, that both of them make and sell sweets, but Mandy's are just more popular. After all, she does have her own theme song. Chester is a
Why do
chaotic
Mandy hate?
troublemaker, to put it lightly. He enjoys annoying everyone, especially Mandy, and makes fun of anyone in sight. This dynamic has created sort of a love-hate relationship with Mandy, and as revealed to us in Brawl Talk, that's his peculiar way of showing affection. Since Chester embodies the essence of a jester, his true purpose might be more than meets the eye. Historically, jesters were hired as both entertainers and spies, suggesting that Chester might have a hidden agenda. I made a whole other Brawl Theory video diving into his possible
Yo, if y'all want more Brawl Theory videos right now, make sure y'all comment in the YouTube video. Make sure y'all comment, let me know y'all want more.
lore implications, so feel free to watch that if it interests you. Barry works in the candy shop alongside Mandy, though his name is actually spelled Barry with an A, but nobody
Barry?
seems to really care. Some of his voice lines reference Bob Ross, as he is a painter, and he wears a unicorn mascot suit for the kids, likely because Mandy forces him to. RT is not only split physically speaking,
I've never seen RT, I don't
also
think.
mentally speaking.
Oh, I have seen RT. He can like send out a little goblin.
Exhibiting what is known as a split personality. His job at Star Park is to monitor everything and everyone at all times, with access to all security cameras, ensuring that nothing gets past him. In the No Time to Explain podcast, we learn that he's in constant battle with himself, torn between his duty of reporting brawlers and his desire to help them. That being said, I am not sure how spying on El Primo undressing is supposed to help anyone.
What?
Like, dude, stop being creepy. Just like RT,
Larry
Larry
and
and Lori
Lawrence.
embody the concept of
Why do I
split
call him
person-
Lawrence? Larry and Lori. I like Larry and Lawrence. That sounds so much better, bro. To me, I'm gonna keep calling him Lawrence. I don't care.
personality, but in a different way. Their dynamic is reminiscent of a good cop, bad cop routine. Larry's job is to happily sell tickets to visitors at Star Park, while Lori is more focused on enforcing rules, despite his apparent disdain for them. Gus's new description dramatically alters our understanding of his character. Initially, we believed Gus to be a ghost child, lured by a fake blow-up dog named Spooky and captured by Star Park, where they experimented on him with hazardous gases. These gases filled his balloons and were excreted from the circular building seen at the end of the investor video. His balloon's independent movement and reactions led many to believe it contained a spirit. Notably, if you flip Gus around, you'll see him crossing his fingers on his left hand, a detail that has sparked various theories. With the new description challenging these original beliefs, the true nature of Gus's character remain unclear. However, his resemblance to the child in the investor video is striking. They share similar physical appearances, ages, sizes, and even have balloons in the same hand. Both also have leg injuries, Gus with a scar and bandage, and the child with the brace on the same leg. These similarities have fueled theories that Gus is one of the main missing children in Star Park. Despite the confusion, one thing is certain: Gus has strong connections to Star Park and the supernatural. Chuck is the conductor of the ghost train within Star Park, or at least that's what he believes. As with many brawlers who have experienced trauma, Chuck exhibits delusional behavior. In his animation, he is seen conducting an imaginary orchestra, with music seemingly playing in his head. While his description states he was once a brilliant maestro, this claim is questionable at the least. Additionally, Chuck might be paralyzed, as he uses the train cart similarly to how one would use a wheelchair. Theories suggest that Chuck is actually a delusional old man in a wheelchair, suffering from paralysis. He may have once aspired to become a professional conductor of an orchestra, but instead finds himself unknowingly conducting the ghost train for the supernatural beings of Star Park. Both Chuck and Gus display similar traits: obsession and fascination, which seems to be a recurring theme among brawlers affected by PTSD or other trauma-related conditions. For Gus, his fixation centers around balloons, while Chuck's obsession revolves around sounds and music. This shared characteristic highlights how their individual traumas manifest in their unique interests and behaviors. Buzz appears to be something more...
I had to lock in real quick, chat. That might have been the best story. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. That is crazy.
...than just a character in a mascot suit, as suggested by his voice line "stupid suit" and the similar stitching on the back of his head, reminiscent of Mr. P's with the X tape. It's
Chicken
worth
lover,
noting
lock
that
in, man.
Buzz may not be human, as indicated by the X-ray seen in the Bad Randoms music video, which doesn't depict a human form, though it's unclear if this is canon or just an artistic liberty for the sake of the music album. His dislike of being in the suit, along with his pink cheeks and simple black eyes, subtly nod to Mr. P's avian dinosaur connection, hinting at a distant relationship to birds. Doug is a floaty that accidentally came to life.
Bro,
His
he's a
distinctive
hot dog
walk
man.
reveals that he is losing air through the blowhole at the back of his neck, similar to those found on throttle devices, indicating that he is indeed one of them. Doug even has a voice line that states, "Dude, I'm not a fighter, I'm a floater." His sun hat also bears a resemblance to the one seen in the investor video. That being said, there seems to be some confusion about Doug's eyes. While some think they're underneath the rim of the hat, they are actually his nostrils. This is confirmed by his crying pin, where the tear falls above his nostrils,
So
and
that's
by his
not his eyes?
angry
Nah, I ain't lied. That's crazy.
pin, where his eyes are visible. Although Doug isn't a real dinosaur, he is inspired by a real-life counterpart, likely a sauropod. Just like Doug,
Nah, Kai, I see it.
Cordelius also has an item of significance that
Cordelius?
appeared in the investor video, a gas mask. This likely indicates more than just a coincidence, as it seems to be a trend where brawler items are featured in the investor video years before their official release. Cordelius and the Shadow Realm appear to be heavily inspired by the Upside Down from Stranger Things, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh!, sharing a dimension of the same name. His character revolves around being the gardener and caretaker of the Enchanted Forest. However, he is known to be very hostile towards strangers, which could be attributed to overexposure to gas, potentially linked to his hysteria over mushrooms. Lily is deeply involved in witchcraft and, admittingly, also a nerd. She and Cordelius share a connection, with a theory suggesting that Lily might be a human who was turned into a plant. This transformation could have occurred after she was distracted by a firefly and then captured or taken over by a carnivorous plant, possibly drawing inspiration from Little Shop of Horrors. Charlie, using her hair as Yo-Yo, is the main attraction at the Bizarre Circus. She also draws clear inspiration from Charlotte in Charlotte's Web, sharing her namesake. Her lore implies that she dashes around the circus, using her dexterity and sleight of hand to pickpocket the audience and take as much money as she can.
Wow.
Willow guards the Tunnel of Love in the swamp area near Mortis's mortuary. She might have a crush on a certain vampire, but I won't say who. All I'll say is that their name rhymes with Bortis. Willow is manipulative, using people's affections as leverage, and she revels in hearing their screams, which she finds as pleasing as music to her ears. She also enjoys gossiping with Angelo. Speaking of Angelo, he is a toxic mosquito who was originally the Love Swamp's resident Cupid. He's been mentioned to be non-binary in community posts and in the game for a while, but the pronouns used in their description seems to change. Currently it's they them, however it was he him not too long ago. A cool fact that some of you might not know is that the voice actor for Angelo is also the voice actor for Doug and Hank.
I didn't know that.
Kit has been a running gag for quite some time now, and his release in 2023 was a shock to the entire community. Back in 2021, Kit was used as a gag to confuse players about which brawler would arrive in an update. In that gag, a post suggested that Kit was Shelly's cat, but no further details were given.
Yo, I've never seen Tactical Curse at all. Soon as Kit come on the screen.
Kit Pin was later added to Squeak's belt as a nod to the character. The in-game version of Kit differs significantly from the original concept art, which depicted him as a fighter. The final art style takes inspiration from Tom and old Looney Tunes shows.
This is way better.
Melody is depicted as a high-status celebrity within the Brawl Stars universe, which aligns with her charismatic nature. The revamp of the WKBRL stream to The Voice That Hears You, which then featured J and K-pop music, may have been an early hint of her arrival and themes. As a figure of high status, Melody might exhibit traits of arrogance and manipulation, reflecting the common trope of celebrities who see themselves as superior in both power and influence to ordinary people. Draco is highly...
Yo, chat, y'all so rude, bruh. Y'all so rude. Why ain't nobody say bless you? That's what I'm saying, bro.
Speculated to be behind the fireworks disaster at the end of the Voice That Hears You time loop, which led to the destruction of Stu's stunt show.
Shout out Draco. Appreciate the follow.
Also features 2 to 3 other individuals who are most likely his brothers, making him one of the only brawlers with confirmed family.
Appreciate you. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Chad. Thank you. Thank you, Chad. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I thought it was a grimy cough. Nah, if I cough like that, lock me up, bro.
In the game. Speaking of Draco, I'm excited to announce an exclusive giveaway. I'm giving away a Draco-themed merch box, which includes a figurine.
Might as well just give it to me, gangy. Okay, that's the end of the video. An hour later. Hope you guys enjoyed the video over there on YouTube. If you want to enjoy live stuff, come over to the Twitch. Yeah, bro. That's it. That's the video, bro. If you have any questions or anything else you want to ask me, just come to the Twitch. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, chat. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, chat. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Yeah.